getting ready for the day, and I look into the mirror, I don't see a 3-foot-tall individual. I see a strong, confident, sexy man. A man that has a lot of capabilities to do amazing things.
Adversity doesn't build character, it reveals it. And this man is a powerful example of living positively under the most trying conditions. Sean Stephenson has one of the most severe forms of osteogenesis imperfecta. Even the act of getting out of bed in the morning can be a struggle.
I'm no different than anyone else on the inside. And that really needs to come across right here and right now, that I'm no different than you are. And I think a lot of times we get caught up in this exterior package as if I chose it. The way most people look at it is that it must be grueling, it must be frustrating not being able to do all these things on your own. And I'm sure that there were moments in my life when they were. In the early stages of my life, I felt like so frustrated to have this. I think, honestly, everything that I have to go through in my life is more exciting than most. Most people just scratch the top of their head without even thinking about it. Every day, I'm constantly humbled. Most people go through life taking a lot of things for granted. They get up in the morning thinking they're going to go to bed feeling the same way that they did when they get up. And that's not the case with me. I'm very well aware that when I get up in the morning, there's always that opportunity or that chance that I could fracture a bone and I could go to bed in excruciating pain. And when you have that in the back of your mind running over and over and over, you eventually get to realize that every moment that you're healthy and every moment you're not in pain, it's a great moment.
Since Sean's birth 23 years ago, pain has been a constant companion.
When I came out, my arm was broken in so many places that it was wrapped around my head, and my legs were like floppy rag dolls, and my head was just really soft, and the whole body was, ribs were crushed, and my arms and legs were crushed. It had been like squeezing a child through some type of bread-making machine that was just pulverizing the bones.
From birth, Sean has relied on his parents to be his legs.
Come on, buddy. Do it. I'm vulnerable in their hands, and I could easily slip out of their hands and break my neck, and that's the end of me.
Sean's father, Greg, quit his job in order to be Sean's full-time caregiver.
He was so fragile that if he sneezed hard, he'd break a collarbone. If he took a little toy and picked it up, he'd snap his arm. I remember I got him a little toy, a trailer truck, and had a sliding door on the back of it. And he was laying in the kitchen on the floor, and he just reached over to slide the door up on the back of the truck, and I heard it click. He'd broken his arm. He broke ribs all the time, sneezing, rolling, just took next to nothing to break a rib. The worst breaks were probably the collarbones and the femurs. And I think the worst, unfortunately, only happened once, maybe twice, was when he broke his tailbone. Because when you break a tailbone, you can't lay on your back. You only can lay on your stomach.
There you go.
As well as his fragile state, the disease has stunted Sean's growth and twisted his spine and limbs. Being born in Chicago was a fortunate turn of events for Sean. With his many fractures, he is close to a hospital that is preeminent in their treatment of children with brittle bone disease. The cases these doctors handle are some of the most severe cases and come from all over the world.
We're operating on people, children that really want to do better, and the most rewarding thing is that the children and the parents have excellent minds, and so you learn from that despite their physical limitations, they have an unlimited potential.
Keith and Cheryl Weiss